An Orange County NYPD widow who won a lawsuit this year against New York City is still fighting to get her husband's 9/11 benefits more than 3 years after his untimely death. News 12's Blaze Gomez has the heartbreaking story.
People, they said they would never forget, and they're all forgetting.
Kathy Hanson's husband, Mike Hanson, spent 8 months during rescue and recovery efforts at Ground Zero as part of the NYPD's elite emergency service unit.
When the plane hit, he was out of the house in 5 minutes. We didn't see him for about 10 days, and he stayed down there until they pulled the last pillar out in May of 2002.
Kathy and Mike raised their 3 daughters in Highland Mills during his distinguished 2-decade career in law enforcement until he retired in 2006. In 2018, at 60 years old, Hanson was diagnosed with ALS from what his wife says was toxic metals he was exposed to at Ground Zero.
Seeing him was the toughest thing ever. It was just, you couldn't help him.
Hanson died 6 months later, despite medical records and an autopsy linking his illness to 9/11. His wife says her survivor benefits have been denied 10 times.
They just said it's not considered 9/11 covered illness.
Kathy won a lawsuit against New York City and the Victims' Compensation Fund in January, but the city filed an appeal, once again stalling the pension payments.
How much more difficult has it been for you having to fight for these benefits that you feel are rightfully his?
It's frustrating, but it just makes myself want to fight. I'm just going to never stop fighting, I promise, Mike.
Hanson's attorney says the city has 6 months to move forward with the appeal or withdraw it, which is what Hanson is hoping for, so that her husband's service and ultimate sacrifice are recognized. Blaze Gomez, News 12.
We did reach out to the New York City Law Department for comment on the case, but they were not immediately available.